Our next point on the agenda, committee meetings. Compliance Committee, Alan Rickersen. Come on up.
Hi, I'm Alan Rickersen. I'm on the Compliance Committee. The Compliance Committee held a members' town hall meeting on September 6th, and the committee held our first regular meeting on September 12th, 2018. Agendas for both meetings were advertised well in advance, and both meetings were open to the public, and all comments were welcome and heard. In addition, the committee has set up an email address for members to comment. All comments have either been heard or forwarded to all committee members. The email address is padreiles@pipoa.net. The town hall meeting is also available on YouTube under Island Issues if anybody wants to watch it. In a nutshell, the comments we've received to date have several basic themes. Number one, the compliance enforcement should be fair. Number two, compliance enforcement should be transparent. Number three, compliance enforcement should have bigger solutions for bigger problems. Number four, if a violation is hurting the property value of others, it must be dealt with. Number five, all POA property owners signed an agreement to honor the terms of covenants for their subdivision when they purchased their property. And as such, the property owners need to abide by these covenants. Number six, property owners are responsible for all compliance issues on their property. The POA should handle compliance issues with the property owners and leave the property owners to educate the renters, contractors, and/or landscapers as to the terms of the covenants. And number seven, the POA must do a better job of educating all property owners as to the terms of their covenants and then hold the property owners accountable for those terms. Until the committee has a final recommendation for the board, this compliance committee will be holding monthly meetings on the second Wednesday of each month at 6 p.m. at the POA office. All members are welcome to attend and share their thoughts with the committee. As an interim recommendation for the board, the committee recommends this for immediate board action. Number one, the Compliance Committee recommends that the POA Board of Directors immediately rescind the current board policy entitled Adoption of Rules and Fine Schedule for Padre Island Subdivisions, signed on November 22nd, 2016 by then Board President Grant Moore and filed with the Nueces County Clerk on November 28, 2016. Document number 2016049533. And secondly, the committee further recommends the POA Board President immediately appoint a committee of one board member and two committee members to make recommendations to the board by no later than December 2018 board meeting as to the most effective and efficient ways for the POA to educate and/or re-educate property owners of their legal obligations under the covenants of the POA. This education should start with a notice sent to all property owners, along with the ballots for the March elections, as to the property owners' obligations under the legal covenants, and that the POA is going to expect all property owners to start following the covenants that they agreed to when they purchased their property. If all property owners follow the covenants, there would be no need for the POA to be involved with compliance. Any questions?
Carter, what's the big problem with the, why do you want to rescind the adoption of rules policy?
Because we're coming up with new ones, and it's confusing members on what's what.
Brent?
So it's possible that they could be higher? Is that a possibility?
What could be higher?
The fine.
Fines?
The fines are going to be a hell of a lot higher. You know, the board approves it.
The board, say that again? The fines are gonna be a hell of a lot higher?
Yeah, the board approves it. All we're doing is making a recommendation to the board. You can do with it whatever you like.
So what, Alan, what's a hell of a lot higher? $100?
When you,
$1,000?
when you get our recommendation, you can do with it what you please, but we don't have it finalized. We only had one meeting.
But you have an idea? It's something.
No, I don't have an idea.
Just a hell of a lot higher.
No,
Marta?
Alan, thank you for your hard work. Question, so it's my understanding, based on this, that this is wiping the slate clean, starting fresh, looking at procedures, looking at what our policies are going to be, and coming up with recommendations for the board going forward. Is that correct?
yes.
Okay, thank you. And then those, in addition to that, what I see in this is that the feedback you heard from the community was to be fair, be uniform, and then to enforce regulations that make sense for our community. I know at the meeting we also heard of people concerned about renters, and my understanding is you are addressing all of these and making sure that our policies ensure that property values aren't harmed by violations. Would that be accurate?
Yes, I think that's accurate.
Okay.
What we're looking at is all the way from, do all the covenants need to be thrown out and rewritten and re-voted on, all the way to grass in the front yard. But there's a lot of difference between a house that's fallen down next to somebody else's house and somebody's house that has grass in the yard next to somebody's house. And so big problems are gonna have big fines is gonna be our recommendation. Whether the board approves it or not, we don't have any control over it.
It's a big task.
All right, thank you. We're going to save all the questions until we've heard from all the committees so we can get all the questions going at one time.
Starry, starry night.